That brings us to our final team, the Utah Jazz. Oh, I'm ready to say some inflammatory things about the Jazz.
Let's go.
So they've fallen off from their scorcher. I want to make that clear. But I'm looking at like what they could maybe get from selling and the names, assuming they're not going to move Larry Markkinen, which I don't think they should, and I don't think they will. But like, what are you getting for Clarkson and Sexton and Simone Fontecchio? And Chris Dunn is a name we haven't really mentioned, but he might make sense for a lot of teams. Or Olynyk. Like, we're talking about any of those players I named on their own. John Collins. Do any of them net you a first round pick in a vacuum? I would say maybe Sexton.
Maybe. I don't think you're getting. I think this is the point you're making. You're not getting like a premium first for any of those guys. You could get the equivalent of that Charlotte first we were talking about with the Spurs, maybe, or you could get. You're not getting a blue chip trade draft pick. I don't think for any of those guys.
No, not a blue chip. I think Sexton might, because of just like the pressure he can put on set defenses from his standstill drives, and he's shooting like a trillion. I think he's shooting like 52% on drives over his last 15 games.
So first, just like, what protections on a first for Sexton would you say? Like,
well, so here's an example. He hasn't been mentioned really, but maybe now that Clutch is made up with the Knicks, like I would give up Quentin Grimes or like the least favorable of, like, let's say this year's Knicks pick or the Dallas pick, like the least favorable of it. I would give that up for Colin Sexton, I think.
What about Clarkson?
I wouldn't
Clarkson
do this
makes a little more
because Clarkson gives you the off the dribble jumper element, but like you have that, like Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson are going to bail out before they get to the basket anyway. You need someone who might follow through a little bit more. And Sexton doesn't have the off the dribble jumper. I might trust him more just to bang in his set threes, which is and maybe that's not fair, I will say, because Clarkson I think he's been great this season, but and he's improved his passing a great deal. I want to make that clear. But I like Sexton is shooting over his last 10 games 45.7% from three. Clarkson's at under 24%. So it's just the way that Sexton's playing right now. It's not. I just wouldn't give up a first. I like Clarkson, but I have trouble He's one of those players where it's like, let's use Julius Randle as an example. 3-time All-Star. Could be, if he didn't get injured, maybe he makes All-NBA. And like, it's so hard to find the right fit for him. And that's how I feel about Clarkson a little bit.
I think that's
my inflammatory thing is go out there and buy.
I was going to ask you, if you're going to go buy, what like, that's not off the table. We have to talk about the buy option for them.
Right. And it's so let's even say you could get a first round pick. You don't need any more first round picks. They might be nice to have, but like you have enough. You can go out if it costs you 2 or 3 and they're not like primo first round picks. DeJounte Murray on this team as someone who can be a steward for Keontae George. They can even play together a little bit. I love it. This is the team, second draft for Patrick Williams, because they have some actual draft equity to give up. Matisse Thybulle, like just go out there and let's get some real wings.
They don't have any wings. That's for sure.
Moses Moody. Like, let's take a flyer on him. Here's my favorite one. Are you ready? Did you look?
No.
He's not available, but they do have the draft equity to make him available. I just want you to imagine it. Get your bottle of lotion, maybe some Kleenex.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Tari Eason.
Oh, man. Okay, so he's going to play
Larry Markkinen, Tari Eason, and/or Taylor Hendricks or Walker Kessler in your front. You know what? Fuck that. You can play all 4 of them together.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, Eason will guard anything that moves. So defensively, you'll figure that out. That's really interesting. I had not thought of him. Although, like, I mean, how Kessler and Eason together defensively is really fun for a long time. And especially if you play Chris Dunn at the same time, you're just brutal. Brutally good defensively.
At that point, like, to get Houston to bite, it might be you need to give them players who are actually going to play. Like, can Chris Dunn as their Tari Eason replacement include Kelly Olynyk, take back some of their bad money, and then give them, I don't know how many firsts. It depends on the first that you're giving. Like, Tari Eason has, what does he have, 2 years left on his rookie scale?
I think that's right.
So
he was a rookie last year.
Yeah. So like, I'm looking at the Jazz first that they own. They just have just because like Minnesota and Cleveland should still be really good. And so would you just like, hey, have both of these 2025 first round picks from them. We'll give you another one protected to get Tari Eason in here. Maybe Houston says, fuck you. Maybe Utah, like Danny Ainge is not, but it would be like, that's what is buy on guys who can stick around long term and create. I want to see these teams that have picks and don't need more of them. And also in the Thunder and Jazz's case specifically, and even New Orleans, you're never going to be bad enough to get like high level first of your own. Create your own trade market. Damn it. I want to see it.
I'm trying to think if I had anybody. I had DeAndre Hunter here, just on the they don't have any wings theory as a target. Which
So
again, like
they probably have the money to just be like, hey, Hawks, I don't think we're going to give you a first for him, but if you just want to get out of his money.
Yeah. Bruce
They have
Brown.
Olynyk. Who else do they have? Ooh, Bruce Brown here would be fun. Who else? Who's that? What is their expiring money?
Oh, THT is expiring, 11
Yeah,
million.
so if it was THT and Olynyk for DeAndre Hunter, and then some capital, I wouldn't like. It can't be a high level first. I like DeAndre Hunter more than most, but
I think if you're the Hawks, then you can flip Olynyk too. Someone will.
Which actually, I mean, I don't know why they would do this because they're well, I guess they're giving up DeAndre Hunter, but they don't play AJ Griffin, so I don't know why they'd want Akbaji, who's had a really bad sophomore year.
Yeah, I think one thing that's nice is that
DeAndre Hunter's good. That was a really good. I don't mean to sound surprised.
Oh, too late. I heard the tone. I heard the. Oh my god, that was actually a good one.
I love DeAndre Hunter here. Like that's the perfect. Like you kind of rehab John Collins' value a little bit. Now do the same with someone who fills an
right. Yeah, this is like the Hawks getaway camp or something. No, they definitely need like. What I was gonna say. It's nice that we've moved past the like, oh my god, they need a point guard, which was like part of the discourse on the Jazz needs for a while there, and now it's like they got a lot of really fun options. Like George is the young guy and Dunn defends like crazy, and Colin Sexton's not really a point guard, but he tries, and like there's a bunch of good options. It's just like they got way too many like in the players in like the 6'2" to 6'5" range, and they just like that's why Hunter is a thought is like you got to get some 6'7", 6'8s out.
And aside from Dunn, like most of those guys shouldn't be guarding up. And so I thought about, but this team doesn't need any more picks. Like maybe they would have interest in Kelly Olynyk, but like Kelly Olynyk, Fontecchio, and then how many first to OKC for Lou Dort? They don't need any more firsts.
Right.
Lou Dort would be fun here though.
We did it. I think we did. Oh, most likely player most likely to be traded.
Oh, I don't know. It's
one of those Olynyk, doesn't it? It's got to be Horton Tucker or Olynyk.
I mean, or you could just say like, are they? Because a lot of people are saying they need to open up playing time for Taylor Hendrick. I feel like they could just bench guys. Like we've seen, like they'll do that. So I'm gonna go with Olynyk on this.
Okay, I'll co-sign that one. Clarkson's up there, but it seems like he's got like one of those. I mean, he's got a great relationship with ownership, so like he's probably not getting traded.
And look, he and Larry Markkinen want to be there. It seems like Colin Sexton is happy there. So like, I want the Jazz to buy, baby. I'm all in, and it's not even like I think they're going to be like this dangerous playoff team. I'm just buy, baby, buy. That's my motto for the Jazz.